wonderful, wonderful day, and the theme of the meeting is also very interesting. Uh, but I will not reveal the theme of the meeting. Uh, so let me first introduce the presiding officer of the meeting, that is Toastmaster Devadita Hasdar. She is a very uh, the kind-hearted person, and also a, a very active in Toastmasters. She has also been part of various contests and one evaluation contest in at the division level. So the, recently I came to know about her, and since then we have developed a kind of friendship. And I am sure that the way she interacts with people, she is able to bond uh, easily with people, and because of her, we often see a different kinds of people in our club meetings. So, with this note, I hand over to our wonderful and beautiful president, the Toastmaster Devadita Samasdar.
Let's keep it going for our vibrant and dynamic Sergeant at Arms. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to all the fellow Toastmasters and dear guests from different parts of the world. Welcome to the joint meeting of Unicorn Voices Toastmasters Club and Achievers Toastmasters Club. And I declare this meeting to be officially open. Just like I always say in any joint meeting of Unicorn Voices and Achievers, that it always reminds me of one quote from the Jungle Book, that the strength of the pack is the wolf and the strength of the wolf is the pack. In Toastmasters, it is unity that is keeping all of us going. We are doing a joint meeting to help all of us move forward in our public speaking and leadership journey. And it is always possible because we have that sense of camaraderie, unity, and brotherhood among all the Toastmasters in this wonderful community. So let's start with the interaction with our guests. I would like to start with Toastmaster Amber Katrina Pate. She is joining us from Italy, and I'm really excited to hear her feedback, or rather, what she is feeling now in our meeting. Toastmaster Amber, the virtual podium is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Devadrita. It is such a joy for me to join you finally. And the meeting has already started with an explosion of energy. I love the title, Achievers and Unicorns, which leads back to my recent club, as you see written above me, Neurodiverse Leadership, because we are all neurodivergent. Practically everyone is a unicorn in their own way. So the beauty of it is precisely as you were saying, the strength of us is relying on each other's strengths rather than pushing each other away because of our differences. So I am very grateful to be on this team today and looking forward to the rest of the meeting. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Devadrita.
Really, we are all diverse in our own ways, but let's keep aside these diversities and focus towards unity. Let's all exercise our neurons in the brain so that we can become more effective and efficient public speakers. Now it's time to call upon the podium another Toastmaster from Bangladesh. It's Toastmaster Renan. What are you feeling now in this meeting, Toastmaster Renan?
So thank you so much, Madam Toastmaster. I'm feeling great because this is like after getting back to Bangladesh from our last exuberance. This is my
Yes.
first session. I'm joining. So hoping to have a great session ahead. And it's a wonderful feeling. And thank you so much for the invitation.
Thank you so much, Inan, for joining us. And we are really, really glad to have you here. After exuberance, we are meeting. It's also my first meeting, a regular meeting in Toastmasters after exuberance. I'm really happy to see you here in this online podium. And now let's move forward to the main section of the meeting. But before that, let's read out the Toastmasters promise. I will read it for all of you. As a member of Toastmasters International and my club, I promise to attend club meetings regularly, to prepare all of my speech and leadership projects to the best of my ability, basing the projects in the pathways. I promise to prepare for and fulfill meeting assignments, to provide fellow members with helpful, constructive evaluations, to help the club maintain the positive, friendly environment necessary for all members to learn and grow, to serve my club as an officer when called upon to do so, to treat my fellow club members and our guests with respect and courtesy, to bring guests to our club meetings so that they can see the benefits Toastmasters membership offers, to adhere to the guidelines and rules for all Toastmasters educational and recognition programs, to maintain honest and highly ethical standards during the conduct of all Toastmasters activities. With this, let's hand over the podium to our Madam Toastmaster of the Day. Our TMOD is a unique person. She is a simple, hardworking corporate professional with 2 decades of industry experience. She is a mother, a daughter-in-law, and a wife who believes in living in the moment. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our Madam Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Durga Mani. Ma'am, the virtual podium is yours.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Madam President. Have we manifested this meeting? What a meeting this is. Already looking forward to session from Amber and hearing our language evaluation from Inan. I welcome all of you to this wonderful meeting of Toastmasters. Today it is a power-packed session with icebreaker speeches and again the table topics and huge evaluations. I'm really looking forward to it. Coming to the theme, today the theme of the meeting is manifestation. Any first-hand experience with manifestations? Come on. Okay, Amber, go for it. Amber, you are on mute. Are you wanting to speak something?
Oh, no, I was just raising my hand. Yes, first experience with manifestation. Yes.
You want to share it?
Well, it happens often without even wanting to. We have to be very careful what we are thinking casually, because sometimes we will manifest something not so good, like, oh, I wonder what it would be like driving on this street on what if it's raining, and then next thing happens, you're driving there and you have a crash. So you want to be careful what you think, but there's also positive manifestations where you think positive things, or simply you do something positive and it comes back to you 100 times more. So yes.
Yeah. No, I completely second you. I completely agree with that. I myself have a lot of experiences on manifestation, and I think all of us have in our own way on manifestation, be it a small thing or a larger thing in our lives. Satish, you are wanting to share your experience on manifestation?
Yeah, really. Greeting everyone. So manifestation is like a process, like whatever the desire you have, right? And it's going to make it happen, right? So when you visualize something in your mind, right, and then first the thing come in your mind and then turn into a reality. That is called manifestation, and you have to very assure that that thing is already in your life, you're living that life, right? That is called a real manifestation. Sometimes happen, but before the manifestation is a like a part of some action, right? Whatever the certain action we should have to take, right? So very less people know कि they just thought कि if we are writing something and we are going to visualize why the thing is not going to come in our life, right? So before we need to take a such kind of action and the thing will align, we have to live that moment and leave ourselves in a receptive mode, right? And then thing will happen. Thank you.
Correct. So you've said it all. So manifestation by definition and the origin of the word manifestation lies in spirituality, in religion, spirituality. So in a way, we pray. Because many times when we pray and we ask God for the same thing and we manifest, probably the universe there is conspiring to make those things happen for us. That is why they say, whenever you think of something, you better be careful because universe is up there to give you that. The only condition that universe has is be clear on what you want. What is it that you are asking? There should not be any confusion there. So, for example, I want to travel to America, but should I travel this winter or this summer? Oh my God, today, this time it is my daughter's exam and next time it is this. So this confusion doesn't help. No, you have to be extremely clear on what is it that you are asking universe, because universe has our back. It is all there to help us achieve whatever we want. All we need is clarity. Now, just by manifesting, do you think we'll get something? Obviously, no, because we'll have to take some steps, some actions on it. So what are those actions? We'll come to that. Before that, let us understand what is this Toastmasters meeting about. Typical Toastmasters meeting is in 3 sections. The first, prepared speech section, where our speakers wonderfully come and give speeches, basis their pathway, basis their topics. Second, equally important, and to me, my favorite section is the table topic section. In my viewpoint, table topic section is the most important section in our day-to-day life. Impromptu speaking. We never know when we will meet our chairman. Maybe what if I come across my chairman, my group chairman in the lift, and in that 1.5 minute, I want to make an impression. So Toastmaster Amber is exactly going to help us with that today. Yeah. So that is your table topic. Third, important section, everything is important, but evaluation section is all that makes a difference. Now, why? Because in Toastmasters, the most wonderful thing is we don't get criticized. All we get is good things, or what is it that we can do to elevate or enhance our speech and take it to the next level. So all this positive affirmations, if I may call that is what is given in the evaluation section. So all 3 sections are clear to everyone? Fine. So with that, let me introduce the general evaluator today. So general evaluator is my friend, my deputy, and my right hand in the Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Pramatesh. Toastmaster Pramatesh, do you want to explain the role of general evaluator today in the meeting?
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Hello, today I'll be acting as the general evaluator. I'll be looking at how the meeting has been conducted I have been noting down various points from the start of the meeting, and to further give a better value for this evaluation, I have some partners in this role. So they are they will give some part of the evaluation that will elevate the evaluation role for me. So uh, my first partner uh, is called the timer. She will um, uh, keep a note on the time. Our timer is Toastmaster Shishulata. Can you please explain your role?
Thank you, Pramatesh. Greetings to everyone. As a timer, today my uh, job is to note down the timings. I am going to time all the table topic speakers, prepared speakers, also evaluators. Uh, for table topic speakers, the time will be between 2 to 3 minutes. 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will raise a yellow card, a green card. Then at 1.30 seconds, I will raise yellow card. At 2 minutes, I will raise red card. For prepared speakers, the time will be between 5 to 7 minutes. And at 5 minutes, I will raise green card. At 6 minutes, I will raise yellow card. And at 7 minutes, I will raise red card. And for table topic for evaluators, the timing will be between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will raise green card. At 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I will raise yellow card. And at 3 minutes, I will raise red cards. And at the end of the meeting, I will produce my report. Thank you, everyone. All the best. Over to
You
you.
like to show the cards
Yeah, sure.
to our...
Yeah, show the card. This is green card. Yellow card, and this is red card. Thank you. Over to you, Paramatesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shishulata. The next partner who will be helping me is called the R counter, and she's none other than Toastmaster Shweta. Would you like to explain your role?
Yes, good evening, Pramatesh, and good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Today, I'll be the accountant for today's meeting. We all feel that we would like to speak always clear way, and we sometimes use as filler words like alike. So those things I'm going to noting down, and I'll give you the report when general evaluator is asked, so that we can improve our speaking skills. Thank you.
Thank you. And our next, my next partner in evaluation is Toastmaster Shubham Panda, who will act as a grammarian. Would you like to introduce yourself and explain your role?
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As your grammarian, my role today is to help us all become more aware of our language usage and to encourage precise, effective communication. I'll take note of any improper language, as well as I'll also consider into mind around outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. Personally, I'm very excited to share with you the word of the day, which is embodiment, which means a tangible or visible form of an idea, quality, or feeling. I can give you an example of how to use this word. So we can take it as an example like Mother Teresa was often regarded as the embodiment of selfless devotion to others. Or there can be an example like this statue is considered the embodiment of the country's rich cultural heritage. I challenge each of you to try and incorporate embodiment into your speaking today. Let's see who can use it in the most creative way. I am looking forward to hearing all the wonderful speeches and evaluations. Let's make it a great meeting. Thank you, and back to Toastmaster Pramatish.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shubham Panda. And I really like the word of the day. And I hope that today's meeting, which is a joint meeting, is an embodiment of great collaboration between two sets of different kinds of leaders. Yes. So, with this, I would like to hand over to our Madam Toastmaster for the prize. Thank you.
We also have the listener. So, Mr. General Evaluator, would you like to call him on the podium, please?
My apologies. I would like to uh, uh, introduce our listener, Toastmaster Inan Isra, who is listener. Would you please introduce yourself and the role?
So thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Okay, so hello everyone. This is Toastmaster Inan Ishtaq. I'm very sorry I couldn't able to turn on my camera due to some issues because I'm still in my university now. So I joined Toastmasters a year ago, and currently I'm in IUB Toastmasters, and I'm working as there in the as a general member. But soon maybe we'll be getting into the executive board members. And yeah, I like in the last exuberance 2024, I was the division B champion in the table topic contest, and I competed in the district 124 for the like championship of table topic. So that's pretty much me, and I'm currently working in the sales and marketing executive of an IT firm in Bangladesh named Winter International. So that's pretty much for me. So today I will be here as the listening master. So we'll be like observing and listening all of your sessions. And most important, I mean, enjoying everyone's speech and everyone's how like in Bangladesh. Am I audible?
Yeah, now you're audible, but you got disconnected just a little bit.
From where I got disconnected?
You were explaining your role as the
Can you
listener.
please explain your role once again?
Yes. So today I will be playing the role of the listening master. So I will be mostly listening to all the sessions very promptly. And most importantly, I will be enjoying everyone's speech, and I'm already enjoying. So for this, yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Inan. And with this, I would like to hand over, but just before that, I would like to mention that I will present my report at the end of the meeting, when the Toastmaster of the day would invite me to. Thank you. Over to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Let us keep it rolling for our Toastmaster Pramatesh. Devatrita, you had some point? You raised your hand?
Yeah, I just wanted to know one thing that Toastmaster Inan, you are supposed to come back at the end of the session with a couple of questions. So, have you played this role before of the listener, and have you presented questions to the audience? Toastmaster Inan, are you there? Okay, so I'll try to connect with him, and Madam Toastmaster of the day, you can continue the session.
Thank you. Looks like this is going to be an embodiment of learning for all of us, a wonderful Toastmasters meeting. Okay. So now, coming to manifestation once again. How do we manifest? The first point definitely is to take action. Second, what is it that secondly we have to do after we take action? if we have to manifest something? Shubham, do you want to contribute?
Sorry, Toastmaster, can you ask? I didn't.
Suppose if you have to manifest.
Yep.
Have you tried manifestation? Let's try it now for you.
Manifesting that the table topic session will go really good.
Yeah.
And we will be there will be really interesting topics to talk about since the theme is manifestation.
Yeah.
So yeah, that I can manifest right now in this moment.
Yeah, and I'm certain that manifestation is going to work out. Okay, so how do we take steps on manifestation? So think of something that you want, okay, from your heart. Visualize in detail. Okay? So completely be in it, visualize it in detail. Tell universe. Without universe, it's not going to work out because universe is a partner in that, right? Write positive affirmations on how it is going to happen. Be happy about it. You know, already start planning and thinking that whatever you have manifested has come out true. You know, so it could be buying a new car, buying a costly car. So think that you're already driving it. You know, this color car, blue color car, and driving it with goggles on. You know? And trust the process. That is all we have to do. Very important is staying in gratitude. We'll speak more about it. Let's now jump into the prepared speech section. Let me invite the evaluator of first speaker, our Madam President, Toastmaster Debadrita. Toastmaster Debadrita is a fanatic speaker, public speaker. We already know that, the way she speaks, a passionate dancer, and incoming PGDM marketing student at IMT Ghaziabad. She loves to find out and appreciate goodness in people and believes that the strongest power is kindness on this planet. Toastmaster Debadrita, do you want to introduce the speaker?
I will be sharing the speech objectives.
Yeah.
Yes. So good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, and thanks to Madam President and TMOD Toastmaster Durga Mane for introducing me wonderfully. So our first speaker is Toastmaster Bharti Deshmukh. She will be delivering her icebreaker speech. The purpose of this project is for the member to introduce themselves to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. Timer, please note that the time length of the speech will be 4 to 6 minutes. That is green card at 4 minutes, yellow card at 5 minutes, and red card at 6 minutes. All the best, Toastmaster Bharti. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster of the day.
Toastmaster Debadrita, any first-hand experience in manifestation? Was being public speaker that you manifested?
Maybe because I was not aware that I am actually manifesting it. But when I heard public speakers since childhood, I always admired them. And definitely when you admire someone, you also try to be like that person. So maybe public speaking is a result of manifestation. I'm not sure, but probably after hearing to you, I am also believing in manifestation, and maybe all my acts are a result of manifestation in my mind.
How sweet. Thank you. Coming to the speaker. Speaker today is delivering her icebreaker speech. And the title of the icebreaker speech is Magical Comeback. Toastmaster Bharti, Magical Comeback. Magical Comeback, Toastmaster Bharti.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Durga Mane. Good evening and greetings to all my fellow Toastmasters. My name is Dr. Bharti Deshmukh. I'm a dentist, and I had a very fulfilling career as a dentist. I started my journey in this field some 25 years back. You could say that I was a fairly above average student. I sailed fairly comfortably through my school and college comfortably. I was an extrovert student till the 8th standard, participating in all possible extracurricular activities till the 10th and the 12th standard came along. For us Indians, it is a make or a break situation. As a result, I had to let go of all my extracurricular activities, which I used to love doing. And I threw myself into this vast ocean of studies. Here I'm saying ocean of studies because back then 10th and 12th studies felt like never ending period. And my innocent self never had an idea as to what the college studies meant. I breezed through my college years with its equal share of hiccups. But the real challenge started after I graduated. I come from a non medical background family, so I had to work my way from the bottom all the way to the top. As I started my practice in Pune, which wasn't my native town place. So it was a big struggle because back then, as a young dentist who was just passed out from the college, starting her own clinic, gaining people's trust was a major factor, even if, in spite of the fact that your work was good. It took some time. It took some time for them to look over my age and my experience and to trust my authority in the field. Here, I really got lucky and I got an incredible mentor who guided me, who honed me, and me helped my skills. And also, he helped me bridge that gap. Thereafter, you could say the ride was fairly smooth. Then my husband, he got an opportunity to work in America in one of the best MNCs, which was then considered the embodiment of dream job for most of the people, that is Microsoft. After much deliberation, considering all the pros and cons, I decided to take a long sabbatical after working in this field for 12 years. Circumstances, my priorities, my views changed when I wanted to work again. I wanted to work on my own terms so I could give time to my family. But most importantly, I wanted to give time for myself and do things that I really loved doing, that is, dancing, singing, learning new things, watching K drama, and watching K drama was one thing that actually inspired me and motivated me to learn a new language. And I learned the Korean language, which I enjoy reading. And I also love to think about the places that they are in Korea. They're like very beautiful. Love their culture. And that's what I realized, that if you push your boundaries and expand yourself and believe in yourself, you can achieve anything. Learning a new language gave me the confidence to trail in foreign territories comfortably. My mindset changed and it allowed to be more flexible in trying new things. That's when I stumbled upon my second love, and that's trading in the stock market. I always did manage my finances, and it helped me in a big way. I attended the seminars, did courses, and I actually understood what they were talking about. And that's how my second inning in the field of numbers began, which is a complete 180-degree change from my previous field. This journey made me a complete believer of second chances. I firmly believe that you always get a second chance in your life, and that's magical. You need to have faith, be open to ideas and suggestions, flexible to the situations. That's the reason I always see the glass half full. No matter what the experiences are, there's always a silver lining. Thank you.
Oh, I got so lost, so much lost in the speech that I forgot I am the Toastmaster of the day. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bharti, for that amazing speech. It was very difficult to believe that you are the first timer, honestly. Yeah. So let us go to the next speech now. Uh, uh, so may I please invite Toast DTM Rajeshri to explain the purpose of the speaker's speech. DTM Rajeshri doesn't need any introduction. He is a speaker. He is the winner of the division and area and my mentor. That introduction, I think, is enough. Yeah. So over to you, Toastmaster DTM Rajeshri.
Thank you very much, Madam Toastmaster of the Day. Well, our second speaker is going to be delivering her speech from our Pathways Persuasive Influence. And this is her second speech in the journey. So this is level 2, project 1. And I think this is the best speech because literally you can give a speech on anything under the sun. The timer, please note that the timing of this speech is going to be 5 to 7 minutes. Here's wishing the speaker all the very best. And I will come back at the end to present my report when the general evaluator calls me. Till then, back to you, Madam Toastmaster of the Day. Thank you.
Thank you, DTM Rajeshri. Let us jump directly into speech now. Inclusive workplaces, Toastmaster Srishti. Toastmaster Srishti, inclusive workplaces.
Hello everyone, and thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. For some reason, I'm not able to turn on my video, which saves me from all the master. If I deliver it like this, or should I reconnect with my phone?
Please reconnect with your phone, I think. Rajeshri?
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
all right.
I would want the speaker to be visible, please. So she needs to reconnect.
Okay, all right, all right. I will do that in a minute.
Sure. So meanwhile, let us understand about who manifested what. Okay. So may I call upon Mr. Anthony? Is it Mr. Anthony? Okay. Toastmaster Shweta. So Toastmaster Shweta, what is your experience on manifestation?
I'm trying to learn that skill because whatever we speak, whatever we do, we have to be clear. I feel I'm still learning and I keep learning on how to do, how to manifest and things because somewhere another we will not do everything in a perfect way. So I will try to do that every time.
Okay. So till now you've not manifested much, right? So think of having. So are you working?
Yes, I'm working.
Yeah. So think of having a salary double the amount that you're earning. What's wrong in manifesting that? Srishti, are you back?
Yes, yes.
Excellent.
Okay. Can I start?
Oh yeah. Please go ahead. Yeah.
On the topic inclusive workplaces. And I'm going to start by sharing with you an anecdote. So a couple of days before I was speaking to my friend, she and her husband both practice in the Telangana High Court. And she was sharing an incident with me where after presenting the arguments before the court,
Is there some issue in the audio quality and the video quality?
15, Madam, can I please continue?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, after coming back, she shared with me that, she was not included in that conversation. in our workplace.
Sorry, I'm sorry if I am the only one who's facing this, but I can't hear Srishti at all.
Same here. I also can't hear her.
I believe she has a internet issue.
I think of course, Madam Toastmaster of the Day will take the call, but if I may suggest, can we go ahead with the table topic session while Srishti fixes this issue and she can come back and deliver a speech
That is
later
doable.
on, if
Yeah,
that's.
that is doable. I hope Toastmaster Amber is okay with that.
Yes, I am.
Sure. Thank you so much. Suddenly yeah. So now we will jump into, see, that is what we have manifested. Toastmaster Amber, we wanted to learn so much from you that we really wanted to dive directly into the table topic session. So I now invite Toastmaster Amber to take the table topic session. Toastmaster Amber, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. I am actually very sorry Srishti is having the internet connection problems because I would love to hear inclusive workplaces. But because today is manifestation and someone here has expressed the wish to have a manifestation today, I decided to drop the regular table topic and do an experiment with all of you right now to practice one manifestation exercise. I am also a subconscious programmer, so to speak. Did you know that your body is the embodiment of your subconscious mind? And one of the reasons that we fail to manifest is that we are holding in ourselves subconscious beliefs which might be contrasting our wish. So today we are going to do a collective exercise, and each one of you will have a chance to raise your hand and answer the question. I'm not going to call on you directly because I wouldn't want to distract your train of thought. So first step, every single one of you, if you have a paper and a pen handy or just someplace where you can write this down for yourself, the first question is, what is your situation now and what would you like it to be instead? Focus on the positive, what you want it to be. And we can go with the first question. It's, what do you see? You have to give me, the first person who raises their hand has to give me 3 things that you see in your life in the future that will let you know for sure that you have reached your goal, that this has manifested for you in your life. Who is the first volunteer for this? Okay, our general evaluator, Pramatish, right? I am very bad at names, sorry. Please, stage is yours.
Recently, I have observed that we pick up things from whatever is around us, but we don't realize that we are a creator, or and when we think of a creator or an artist, we often look at the traditional way of art, that is what is being documented or what is being stored in a glass house or in a exhibition. Uh, but art is not that. Art is something that is being created every moment within us. We are always creating something or the other. So I have been journaling these observations for quite a long time, and I want to share these experiences so that someone else can also uh, benefit from all the manifestations that I have experienced, and they can also create something, and uh, maybe they can be the embodiment of my ideas and execute them in a better way. So that is what I am trying to do. Over to you, Madam Topics Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pramatish. So you will have made a book, written a book about this experience, is what I am understanding.
Not exactly a book. It will be a media project only, and
Okay.
it can be in any form. And nowadays we have the various technologies.
Okay, perfect. So, next person on what you have written down for you as what you want to manifest in your life, what you want to change in your life. Think about what you imagine you are in the future sometime and you hear people say something about you that lets you know you have achieved your goal, that you have manifested this new positive situation. And what is it that you say to yourself about having manifested this positive situation? Do we have Toastmaster Bala as a volunteer?
Yes, I'm there, but I think Toastmaster Durga had raised her hand before me.
Okay, Toastmaster Durga then, please.
So what do people say when I have achieved whatever I have manifestation? Congratulations, you have done it. That is what I'm expecting people to say. And what was the second part to that? I forgot.
Is what do you say to yourself about having achieved this?
Oh, brilliant, Durga. Well done.
Well done.
You didn't give up.
Would you like to share with us also maybe the situation where you hear these things happen and you say these to yourself?
Yeah. Currently, I'm working on a very tough project in my company where there is a transition of one company into another. Extremely challenging situation, lot of opposition. So I have to be extremely patient. I have to be embodiment of all the patient skills that I have developed through my life. Be patient with people, take one-to-one meetings, and get things rolling, get things done. The reason is my boss is extremely supportive of me in a way, not that he supports me in all the argument that opposition does, but he knows that I can come out of it. So that is the beauty. So I don't want my boss to fail. Yeah, that is why I am working very hard. I am positive about it. I have my roadmap ready, the steps ready for what is it that I have to do next. I think I am 40% there, and in next 3 months I should be 100% there. So yeah.
Fantastic. I love it. Yes. They will say, great, you achieved it. You did it. Yes. Perfect. What a challenge you have. So our next step in this manifestation exercise, which is practically a subconscious mind reprogramming, is imagine you have already achieved it. How are you feeling now? And have you ever felt like this before? Describe every sensorial aspect of your achievement. Toastmaster Bala, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you ask me, have I achieved it? I would say I have achieved it. But there are three people who are key to me in my life these days. One is my boss. If I tell my boss, I've achieved it, he will say, you have not even come near it. Forget achieving it. Is it just an embodiment with me that I'm thinking about it? No, my boss will keep correcting me. Second, that person in my life, which is very important to me, is my wife. And I say, dear, I have achieved it. That's the cool look she gives to me. And she says, are you serious? How can you be so seriously joking? But when I really feel I've achieved it, I go to my daughter. That person, looking at her face itself makes me feel I have achieved it. Because it's in the small things that I get to see that beauty which comes out. I used to strive to make her learn cycling. When she did it, she just came and hugged me that first cycle ride she had without those hands behind the cycle. She came and just hugged me. That day, I felt I have achieved it. I did not need any embodiment that day because I knew I have achieved it. There are times in life when people will say, this is not okay, that's not okay, this is rubbish. That's what they'll tell you. Just step back for a moment and tell yourself what you wanted to do, what you wanted to achieve. That day, when I wanted to achieve something for my daughter, I saw that pleasure within me. When she drove that cycle with the unassisted, I was happier than even riding a Ferrari car. It's a different thing. I cannot afford a Ferrari car, please. But I'll tell you, that day there was no one to tell me that, oh, she's riding the cycle. But it was just my eyes looking into her and telling, yes, dear, you have done it. And I have achieved it. What do you say? Back to you, Table Talks Master.
Fantastic, Toastmaster Bala. Why am I feeling like you have humorous speech, the humorous path? Fantastic job. So next up, we have our grammarian. Do you feel ready to share with us?
Yeah, I do.
Once you have achieved it, how you are feeling inside, and this feeling, does this feeling have a color? What color is it? Where is it located in your body? The shape, the temperature, the consistency.
Yeah, so after achieving anything, the color, what is there in the mind is there's a peace which basically settles in your mind. There's a reminder to your past that you say, okay, this is something which you thought you couldn't achieve, but you did struggle. You did put your efforts and you did everything what you could do to achieve this. So for me, achievement, after reaching the achievement, there is not a sense of pride in that. There's a sense of comfort. There's a sense of peace. There's a sense of tapping on your back that, okay, you know, you gave your best and you achieved it. So be peaceful. And for me, the color in that situation, which I feel is um is a temperature which is average between warm and cold, and the color would be white because it gives me peace inside that to reach to achieve whatever it gives me peace inside to achieve whatever I dreamt of. And and certain feelings just settle, and just to acknowledge the fact that after this there will be times which will be hard, and I should not be proud about this achievement, and I should be ready to fight that situation. And also in those hard times, I should be ready to not think myself as bad as I am, and I should give tap on my back to say that, okay, I can fight and I can give my best. Thank you.
Very loaded emotionally on the kinesthetic level. Perfect, because it is our feelings and the gratitude that really carries us towards achieving. And how much time do we have? One more, two more? For the next questions?
I think we can go over that to everyone can be able to speak. This is such a lovely.
Okay. So now the next step of the exercise, everyone write for yourself an affirmation, a belief, a new belief about your situation, one that is powerfully linked to your achievement, to what you want to manifest. To be precise, a good belief, a positive affirmation for a belief is personal, I. It's in the present, you are living it now. You're telling your subconscious, I'm already doing this. It's emotionally powerful and in positive. You never tell your mind, oh, I don't like this. You say, I love this. Okay. There is a fifth P, but I can't remember it right now. Still, this is pretty much good. And once you have written that down for yourself, ask yourself the question, would there be a negative consequence for me to achieve, to manifest this? Could there be any negative consequence to my manifesting this the way I'm thinking of it right now? Toastmaster de Badrita. If there is...
The question is, could there...
Okay, once you have written your affirmation, ask yourself, think about the whole situation and ask yourself, could there be a downside? Could there be something negative, maybe for myself or for others, that would not be, it wouldn't be good for me to manifest this the way I want it, I was thinking of manifesting it right down. Please explain what you are thinking about that.
Just like everyone in this podium, I have the same wish. I want to be successful in my life. Whatever profession or in which walk of life we belong to, we all want to reach the top and be at the pinnacle of success and perfection. But I often wondered that in this journey of hustle and bustle to reach the peak of the mountain and achieve success, am I forgetting my health? Am I forgetting the moments of joy which I spend with my friends? Am I ignoring my family? I remember my grandfather who passed away last month, and all he wanted was my time. He didn't want money, bungalow, house, jewelry, nothing. It was not a material thing which he wanted from me. All he wanted was my time. He wanted to talk to me. He wanted to spend some quality time. During the last days of our lives, all we want is the support of our family, that comfort moment when we feel belonged and we feel valued. But due to my excessive pressure of work, studies, and all the dreams which I want to achieve, I failed to give him the proper time which he needed to console his hurt, to bear the pains he was going through, during his ailing moments of sufferings due to different medical conditions. I wish I had kept my goal aside. I wish I had given him some time. Ladies and gentlemen, all I want to say is everything has its own cost. If you have a dream, it will make you suffer. But we all should realize that life is all about balancing out. We should all have a balance between our goals and our priorities in life. We should always make the difference between achieving something great and making a harmony with the entire planet. Back to you, Madam Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Devadrita. That is such an important point. So everyone, we all can think of reasons why we are hindering ourselves from achieving our goal because we have these double standards. It's perhaps I want to be rich, but I believe that money is bad. So what happens when we receive money? We get rid of it as soon as possible because we don't want to be bad. So think about some beliefs that are not serving you connected to this goal that you have, and think of how you can rewrite that belief system regarding perhaps thinking that money is evil, or maybe that if you stand up in your full power, then you might accidentally harm someone. How could you overcome that fear connected to your dream? Who wants to go next? Do we have another volunteer? Shrishti, please. Stage is yours.
Hi, I think so. I would like to take it forward from the previous speaker. And the thing that I want to manifest the most is that I want to see the sun go down every day in the evening. And right now, that is the hardest thing for me to do. Because just like you asked the consequences of manifesting what I want to manifest, it could be something like maybe compromising a little on my work, or maybe upsetting my senior colleagues, or maybe upsetting even people who are junior to me. Or it could be upsetting someone at my home who is wanting my time. But at the same time, I think what I want to manifest is that I want to take out some time for myself to enjoy nature that I used to enjoy before, and not feel like just looking at it like a robot, which I feel right now. I feel like I don't have the same sensitivities towards nature that I used to have before, and somehow I'm not able to enjoy nature as much as I used to before. So the goal right now is to take some time out for myself and to witness nature as it is, while understanding the consequences, and maybe at the same time drawing a line between what I need and what others need. And maybe it could involve accommodating both, but at the same time, not ignoring what I need at the cost of what everyone else needs. So that is something that maybe I would want to manifest while still grappling with the consequences that come with it. But yeah, here's to manifesting. Thank you.
Thank you all for your fantastic input. This is an exercise that you can do repeatedly, time and time again. You start with what the situation is now, what you would like instead. You ask yourself, what are 3 things that will let me know I have achieved this goal? You ask yourself, what do I hear people say that lets me know I have achieved this? What are things I say to myself that let me know I have achieved this? And then for your physicality, for embodying the whole project, you ask yourself, how am I feeling?
Have I ever felt this way before? And if this feeling is in my body, where is it? If this feeling has a color, what color is it? If this feeling has a shape, what shape is it? If this feeling has a temperature, what temperature is it? And what consistency would it have if I could reach out and touch it? You affirm the new belief, the manifestation you want with a positive affirmation with the 5 P's, which I'm forgetting the 5th, but that's all right. I'm sure you can research them. And then you reassure yourself and adjust accordingly, precisely as our Toastmaster of the day said. What's wrong with manifesting this at the beginning? Thank you all again for your participation on this game. And I'm curious about your feedback at the end of the meeting. I don't want to steal any more time from Shrishti because I really want to hear her speech. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
My God, what a session that was, Toastmaster Amber. You really made our Sunday evening very, very positive and complete embodiment of manifestation in today's meeting. Thank you so much. We will now, Srishti, if you are ready, we can jump into your speech, if that is okay. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Am I audible now?
Yeah, you're audible, visible, all of that is fine. So let's see how the speech goes, right? So may I please call upon DTM Rajeshri to read out the purpose of speaker's speech once again?
Yeah, sure. So our speaker today will be delivering her speech from the Pathways Persuasive Influence. This is her second speech. So this is level 2 project 1 speech, in which the objective for her is to deliver a speech on any topic of her choice, which will be followed by another speech later on, where she will need to incorporate the feedback that she gets today as part of her first speech. Timer speech is going to be 5. I am going to which I will come back at the end with my report when the general evaluator calls me. With that, I pass the baton back to the Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, DTM Rajeshri. Do you want to repeat the timings? Because that is the time when we lost you. 5 to 7 minutes. Is that what you said?
It's 5
It
to
is
7
5
minutes.
to 7 minutes.
Okay, fine. Now, let's jump up directly to the speech. Can't wait more. Inclusive workplace, Toastmaster Srishti. Toastmaster Srishti, inclusive workplace.
Good evening, everyone. I am going to start my speech by sharing with you an anecdote. And a couple of days before, I was speaking to my friend. She and her husband both practice as lawyers in Telangana High Court. And she was sharing an incident with me where she said that after the presentation before the court was over, both of them went back and joined their colleagues to share their experience of, presenting before the court. And she told me that, Shrishti, in that group, I did not feel included. I did not feel seen, and my presence was not acknowledged. While I could relate to her exactly what she was feeling, but some of my friends or some of you can also say that, it's so trivial. Like, grow a thick skin. Why do you need to think about it? But honestly, haven't we all felt it at some point? Haven't we all felt not being acknowledged in a group? And it could be because of any reason. It could be because we have a different accent, or it could be because we come from a different background, or we don't watch the same TV series, or maybe because we don't go to the same restaurants, or it could be because we don't want to join our after office party with our colleagues. It could be anything. But I'm sure it has happened with all of us at some point that we have felt that we've not been acknowledged by someone, and at that point we feel like we don't belong in a group, and that there's a wall between us and then a dominant group of people, a dominant culture of people. And when we see that wall, what do we try to do? We either try to assimilate, we abandon ourselves, we abandon our originality, we abandon our
roots and who we are and what we've made up of. And we try to mold ourselves into that dominant culture, into that dominant group, so that we don't get that dreadful feeling of being excluded, of being the other in the room. You know, no one wants that feeling the other in the room, you know, or we shut ourselves up. We completely exclude ourselves voluntarily, make a distance from that dominant culture, and just go with our own way. And that makes us feel even more devalued at workplace because we don't enjoy working there. If we don't feel like we're a part of a group, of a community, of a society, if we cannot call it our own, then how can we enjoy working for it? Work that involves almost 8 to 10 to 12 hours a day. For some of us, even more, you know, which means almost more than half of our entire lifetime. And if we devote that much of our entire life to work where we don't feel included, where we feel like we're the other people in the room, how are we going to relate to our work? How are we going to give our best? And I can share an example of my own when I was volunteering in an NGO called Make a Difference. And there I volunteered at 2 shelter homes. At one shelter home, we used to just go and teach and come back. And there was no camaraderie between the volunteers. There was no group meetings. There was no conversations. It was very mechanical. You know, we used to just go teach and come back. And then there was other shelter home where the leader ensured that all of us came together after the teaching hours and we interacted with each other. We just spoke. So it's not that just the table was open to us. We were also allowed to speak at the table. Everyone had a voice. We all were able to voice what our concerns were, how we felt like teaching. Or even otherwise, some of us were maybe good at teaching, some of us maybe not that much. Some of us maybe just wanting to teach just to get a certificate so that we could get into a foreign university, you know. But we were all included and it was all acknowledged by everyone. So maybe my understanding of an inclusive workplace has come from there, where we could all come together and share, irrespective of where we came from, irrespective of what our knowledge was, irrespective of how good we were at teaching or doing that. You know, we were all present there. And that is what made us run from the bus to the shelter home in case we got 5 minutes late. That was the zeal of all of the volunteers, you know. And that is something that I haven't felt in a very long time. But that is something that reminds me of how an organism works, you know. So if we look at workplace in the sense of an organism, we can see that the principles in which an organism functions can be embodied in a workplace, you know. An organism cannot have just eyes everywhere. Imagine if we just had eyes everywhere, all of our body, you know. Could it work? Could it work properly? No, we all need hands, we all need legs, we all need hair, you know. So every organ has its own importance. Similarly, at a workplace, everyone, irrespective of the background from which they hail from, irrespective of how they speak, they bring their own strengths, you know, which is why I feel like biodiversity that we claim so much with regards to our environment, that we encourage so much in our environment, can also be encouraged in our workplace. Why do we look at our workplace so uniformly? Like everything has to be uniform. You have to belong to the same group. Otherwise, you're not contributing anything. You have to believe in the same principles. Otherwise, you're not contributing. I think a workplace is like an organism, is like an environment. And in order for it to function in a healthy way, there has to be differences. People from different environments, people from different backgrounds have to be included and have to made feel safe in that environment so that they can express their strengths. Because if they're not able to feel safe in that environment, they will be prevented from expressing their strengths in that environment. And they might try to suppress their strengths, thinking it to be their weakness instead, which can be harmful entirely overall to that work environment. So with this, I leave you all with the question of how you would want to manifest your work environment, how you would want to manifest inclusiveness in your work environment. Thank you so much, everyone.
who gave thought to all of us to think about. So let us have a very positive work environment. We all wish for that. Less is in our control, but yeah, at the leadership level, I think it is a top-down approach. We can do something about it, right? So that was a brilliant speech. Now we will get into the evaluation section. So before going into evaluation section, may I please invite our general evaluator of the day for the evaluation?
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. It has been such a lovely evening that I am short of the words for what I am feeling right now, but I have to continue with my job. So I first request our uh, first evaluator who will be evaluating Toastmaster Bharati, Toastmaster Devadita Samasta.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, and a very good evening to my target speaker, Toastmaster Bharti Deshmukh. Toastmaster Bharti, first of all, congratulations for delivering your icebreaker speech. And since you've already broken the ice, I'm sure that you are excited to move forward with your pathway and deliver as many speeches as possible in the coming months. So I love the way you started your speech regarding your life as you were a dentist, and your speech structure was nice. The content was really engaging and interesting. And in your delivery, I loved your pace. It was not too fast, not too slow. It was just the right pace and extremely audience friendly. And you were confident, which is very important as a speaker. But since it's your first speech, I think we should focus more on the recommendations. And that's why you are delivering the speech and you have come up and given so much of time so that you get to learn something from this project. So first of all, in your speech structure, I unfortunately couldn't differentiate between the introduction, body, and conclusion, which are the three basic parts of a speech. You should have an introduction, a proper small paragraph where you will introduce your speech objective, or rather the message which you want to give. You should introduce that first to the audience. It should have a transition followed by the body of the speech where you will discuss the entire content of your speech. Again, another transition followed by a conclusion where you will conclude by giving the message in a nutshell. So that is the structure of any speech. So from the next time when you deliver a speech, remember to incorporate this introduction, transition, body, transition, conclusion sequence in your entire speech. Point number 2 is your speech content. You talked about your life and it was really interesting. You also gave a message that push your boundaries and try to do something that is not within your forte. But the message occupied a small part of the speech. I wish you had focused on the message. The message should have been the fulcrum of that speech. Your life experiences will be there, but by using those experiences and all the things which you did in your life, you should ultimately deliver the message to the audience that, ladies and gentlemen, throughout my life, I have learned this lesson, and you should also incorporate this in your life. So from the next time, focus on the message which you're wanting to deliver to your audience. And the third point is your delivery. I felt that you were referring to your notes, for which you were also losing eye contact. So from the next time, I challenge you not to refer to your notes, and I also request you to stand up while delivering your speech. Because when you stand up, you feel more energized, and that looks more engaging for the audience also who is witnessing your speech. So overall, I liked your confidence, your pace, your speech content. I just wish you had a proper sequence in the structure. The content could have been more about the message in the speech, and try not to refer to your notes and stand up while delivering your speech. And I'm sure that you are going to rock in this Toastmasters journey. Over to you, Madam, Mr. General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Devadita. regarding, I will directly come to Bharati's speech, and with that, I will also like to mention that uh, this is her first speech in Toastmasters. So we have to be very careful in presenting the evaluation when we are giving evaluation to an icebreaker, because it is the first time she is speaking. So we have to think that how we can boost her confidence to give her a second speech on a so I would request our evaluators, in case of icebreaker, put your recommendation to only one recommendation, and uh, for the uh, commendation, encourage her to deliver more speeches. And coming to Bharati's speech, I would like to say that it was a very good speech, and since the purpose of your speech was to introduce yourself, the I found the structure pretty much okay, and I really like, even though you were reading the notes, you still managed to use the word of the day. So you are not completely reading from your speech. That was the very good point. And regarding this reading speech, I would just mention one point about this, that in TED generally, no one reads a speech, but there was one speaker who used her notes uh, in her speech. Do you know who it was? It was Monica Lewinsky. So it was the content in the speech that was more important. So sometimes you, yeah, the takeaway is in the content. So keep up with the. I really like the preparation that you made, because when I started, was not that much prepared, and I have seen many Toastmaster was not that much prepared in icebreaker. So I want you to continue with this practice of writing good scripts and uh, deliver your speeches according to your script. I will just give one recommendation, that don't think about giving your speech exactly word to word, but give your speech as within the same lines, right? थोड़ा इधर उधर होने से चलता है. Okay, so all the best. So now I will request DTM Rajashri Roy to give the evaluation for our second speaker, that is Toastmaster Srishti Banerjee.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good evening, Mr. General Evaluator, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, guests, and especially our speaker, Toastmaster Srishti. Toastmaster Srishti, who has been an embodiment of confidence and spontaneity today. What a great job done, Toastmaster Srishti. Heartiest congratulations to you. I think they say content is king, and today you've truly been the queen at making content the king. Such a relevant topic that you've chosen to speak about. I would say kudos to you just for that. And you've made your speech so very informative and equally interesting. I think that is something which I must appreciate you for. So I really do not feel that this is your second speech, because the way you delivered your speech, your articulation, your clarity of thoughts and ideas, your expressiveness was truly commendable. But if I could give you some recommendations in order to take your speech to the next level, Well, here they are. The first one being, they say you have only the first 10 seconds to make an impact in the audience's mind. And when you started your speech, you started off by saying, let me start my speech by saying an anecdote. Just say that anecdote. Don't give an introduction to that. Just start off with that anecdote. There's no need to introduce your anecdote. So I think that is something which you can think of doing going forward. The next thing is about adding more expressions and enactment. There were sections in your speech. In fact, you did start off with an incident of your life. Maybe you could bring in some dialogues between the two of them so as to bring in a little more variety, a little bit of more voice modulation in your speech to grab the attention of the audience a little more than what you've already done. The third thing is the right pace. Please note that in a meeting, there will be people who may or may not understand a fast-paced speech. Hence, we need to maintain a very medium pace while delivering our speech so that everybody is on the same page when we are delivering the speech. So, and maintaining the right pace is extremely important. And the final point which I would like to talk about is the call to action. You had a brilliant speech, Toastmaster Srishti. Really inclusive workplace is so relevant today. It's literally the talk of the town. But me as an audience, when I listen to that 7-minute speech of yours, what would I do after I go back? Is there something that I need to do after this? So having a call to action in your speech is extremely crucial. Maybe you could have just ended by saying, the next time you see that people are not paying respect to diversity in the workplace, raise your voice. After all, we are all members of Unicorns Voices Toastmasters Club, where we provide a voice and a platform to voice our choices and opinions. So it is very important to have a call to action in your speech. But all in all, Toastmasters Srishti, what a great speech it was. So much of learning, so much of confidence, so much of spontaneity to learn from you. If you can ensure that you have a very impactful start to your speech, if you can pace your speech in the right pace and have a call to action, I think you will definitely take your speech to the next level. After all, you embody all the true and right qualities of being a great speaker. Thank you very much, and back to you, Mr. General Evaluator.
Thank you, DTM Rajarshi. It was a very effective evaluation, and I perfectly agree with the points that you have said. And so I have no recommendation for your evaluation. And to Shishti, I would say that it was a very uh, good topic that you chose, and you delivered it in a effective manner. And I really love the repetitions that you use. You used it in many times, like when you said that exclusions can be anywhere. It can be in your workplace, in your uh, and or then you said exclusion can be because of how people perceive you, so that one dominant group excludes the other. So there are various points you use that very effectively, and I think you have a very great future as a public speaker. So best of luck to you. Now I will come to the overall evaluation of the meeting. The meeting started 5 minutes late. The president also welcomed the guests, and I really like the way because she started with Toastmasters promise, and that is very important. Uh, then coming to the Toastmaster of the day, she explained the theme very well and made it an interactive session, and everyone wanted to participate in this session. And I was really into the session, and I really liked this session. And I've already evaluated the evaluation, so I'll directly come to the table topics session. It was a different kind of session. It was like a mini workshop for us. So that was a different kind of experience for us. And thank you, Toastmaster Amber, to bring that out. And it was, the speakers were not giving normal table topics speeches. They were just expressing themselves. And thank you for bringing out that positive energy so that everyone can speak freely and bring out the essence of this club, because we are trying to make everyone express uh, uh, in a safe environment, and you created that safe environment in this session where everyone spoke their mind. And not just that, everyone also were forced to think about how they look at the world. Now, coming to the speakers, there was a common thread in speakers that I am. There was a diversity in the way they comprehend the world. So, someone is thinking very creatively. Someone like Shubham spoke in a very calm, peaceful manner, and he what it means to achieve a goal. That was a very deep message that he communicated to us, and that was a takeaway from it. And then Srishti also spoke about how exciting that we sunset. I never thought sunset in that way. So it changed the way I look at the sunset from now on. And Toastmaster Bala, is he there? Uh, he he brought the humor element into the session, and even in Durga brought a slight humor let's say, I'll be happy when I achieve. So the, it was a beautiful session, and everyone spoke so well. Even Devatrita spoke so well. So it was a very well conducted session. Uh, Thank you, all the speakers, and thank you, Toastmaster Amber, once again. So, with this, I would like to hand over the lectern to Toastmaster Durga Mani.
Do you also want to take the timers report and?
Oh, sorry, my bad. I forgot.
This meeting is so good.
Yeah. So I would request the timer to share her report.
Sure, thank you. As I have observed everybody's timing today, almost everybody has stayed within the timeline. For table topic, Bala and Devaditri has exceeded their timelines, and for evaluation, Devaditri has exceeded their timeline. Rest has been all in range. Thank you. Over to you, Ramadesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shishulata. Toastmaster Shweta, would you like to share your report?
Yes, when it comes to speeches, Toastmaster Bharati Deshmukh used multiple R's, and Toastmaster Srishti Banerjee took used multiple times. When it comes to table topic speeches, Toastmaster Pramathesh used multiple R's. Toastmaster Durga Mane used 2 R's. Toastmaster Bala and Devadrita were flawless, and Toastmaster Shubham used multiple R's and ums, and Toastmaster Srishti used multiple ums. When it comes to role players, table topic master Amber used multiple ums. Timer used multiple R's. And evaluator Debadrita used was flawless, and Rajarshi was also flawless. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shweta. I will now request Toastmaster Shubham to present his.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. So I have been listening very attentively to all the speakers and evaluators and noting the use of their language and the word of the day, which was embodiment. And I am really happy that the word embodiment, like there was not a single speaker, like just after I said that the word of the day is embodiment, Toastmaster Pramathesh and Toastmaster Durga just used the word in a line quickly after some certain seconds. So it was such spontaneous, it was so much encouraging for them to use the word so quickly, and to see every evaluator, every speaker using the word embodiment so many times. So it's as a grammarian, I feel very happy that this word was used by us. Everybody put an effort and they did it spontaneously, even in the icebreaker speech, even in the prepared speech. This word was being put by everyone in their speeches. So I feel very happy. There were some highlights. There were some highlights of the session which I picked. Uh, Toastmaster Devaditya started with a quote which was, "For the strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack." I say it's really a nice quote to start a Toastmaster session. It gives you a feeling of community, and it gives you a feeling of the hardcore community value which we feel in our Toastmasters. There was this another quote by Toastmaster Bharti, which she ended with, that was around, "No matter hard the experience are there is always a silver line." So definitely this is some reality. This line definitely denotes some reality in our life at certain instances. Uh, I must say Toastmaster Shrishti, there was there were she had a rich vocabulary of words, like, for I can say, dreadful feeling of being excluded. She used dreadful feeling of being excluded, zeal of all the volunteers, and she also used metaphor really nice in her speech of comparing a workplace with an organism. So, and describing the different parts of the workplace as eyes and ears. So that was a speech which was a very figurative speech that was giving us an imagery before all of us. And I'll also highlight one really nice, very spontaneous use of quote by Rajarshi Roy, TM Rajarshi Roy, that he just said a line where it was, "They say content is a king, but you've been a queen, made the content look like a king." That that spontaneity in evaluation was something which was definitely a highlight. I'll go for some incorrect uses of language, which I noted. I can be wrong. So please pardon me if I present some mistakes in that report. There was a sentence which was used, "wanted to give time for myself." It could have been, "I wanted to give time for myself." The I word could have been used. "I attended the seminars." It can be, "I attended seminars." There was a use of "he know." It could have been, "he knows." Uh, the phrase embodiment. So I know there was a very high enthusiasm among all of us to use word embodiment. So, but the phrase embodiment with me is something which is unclear and unclear because embodiment is a noun that is referring to the representation or incarnation of something in physical form. So embodiment with me is that usage is a bit unclear, and there was making harmony between the entire planet can be restructured to creating harmony across the planets. And yeah, there was another improper usage where they was said that no recommendations, no recommendation, that it could have been said as no recommendations. So this is my report. I can be wrong. So please pardon me if we are all on this journey to learn. So, but this is my report around the incorrect usages. And final thoughts. I think let's continue to focus on enhancing our grammatical accuracy. The goal is to communicate our ideas really clear, and let's keep practicing and supporting each other in this journey towards a better communication, and let's keep the positivity in us alive. So thank you, and back to Toastmaster Pramathesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shubham Panda. And I have seen many grammarian reports, and this is one of the best grammarian reports uh, that I have come across. There was so much warmth in your report that everyone felt that a positive evaluation coming. You have still set the standard high for us to look forward in the to in future meetings. So thank you for that report. With that, I would like to hand over to our Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator. Let us keep it rolling. Let us hear it for Mr. General Evaluator and all the role players. Brilliant job done by all the role players and of course, Mr. General Evaluator. Looks like we have budding Ren and Martin in our team and we are scared. Shubham, you have scared us all. Yeah. There's one lady who's Ren and Martin and she will pick up grammar from each statement that we make. And you are competing very closely to her and well done. Now, we've heard so much about manifestation. Now, what is it that we should avoid while doing manifestation? Yeah, of course, Madam Amber is there and she can guide better. But my thoughts on that: remove negative self-talk. Yeah, there's no negativity. You want. Yeah, ask universe for it. Whatever you want, universe is waiting to give you. So don't have negative self-talk. Be flexible and trust the process. See, trust makes all the difference. So it's important for us to trust the universe. Yeah, because we are partnering with universe to get whatever we want, right? You can manifest anything. Your love, your friendship, your broken relationship, anything. Double salary, yeah, everything and anything can be manifested. I would like to end with a quote. Ask for what you want and be prepared to get it. That is what manifestation does it for us. Yeah? So with that, I think we've had a wonderful power-packed meeting. Now I would hand over the e-lantern to the president. The president of Next Club, that is me again. Bear with me. So I would like to take feedback from each one of you on how the meeting has been. Personally, I have enjoyed this meeting, but would like to hear it from all the guests and people who would want to give us some feedback to improve. Yeah. Can I start with Saurabh Shetty?
Yeah, good evening. Regarding today's meet, it was a good experience. Thank you.
Okay. So you're on mute.
Yeah, it was a good experience.
Okay.
Could I joined very late actually, but yeah, that.
Okay. No problem. Thank you so much. Yeah. Toastmaster Bala, you are a Toastmaster of the other club? Okay.
Yes, I'm part of two Toastmasters Club. One is Technopark Trivandrum Toastmasters Club and TCS Kochi Toastmasters Club.
So that qualifies you to give us the opinions and what is it, the feedback on improvement. Yeah. You were
I don't
saying,
have any feedback for improvement. The only thing is I joined a bit late. I missed probably the first speech, and before the session before that, I was there throughout the tables topic session. And kudos to Toastmaster Amber, Katrina, Pitt for conducting that kind of a session where he gave something in the beginning and asked us to talk about it. It was a good experience. Kudos to him. Evaluations were perfect, and one of the I don't know if the voting link has been shared, but I may be a bit biased because I am always a fan of Toastmaster Debrita for her evaluations, and she is a wonderful evaluator, and the other evaluator as well. That was evaluation was done well, as well as the tag team perfectly. It was done. I think it was a well-oiled meeting, if I can call it in that way. Today's meeting went very well. Whenever possible, from a professional and personal commitment perspective, I definitely try to attend these meetings for this club and look forward to attend this meeting. Thanks a lot, and back to you, Madam
thank
President.
you so much, Toastmaster Bala. That is the very reason why we decided to cancel the polling and give certificate to all of us. So all of us are going to receive the certificates. Yeah. Toastmaster Amber, do you have some feedback for us? It was a pleasure having you. Needless to say, you are the queen of the meeting today. Thank you.
This is Italian for what are you saying? What? No. Thank you so much. It has been a very interesting experiment because I never did this before. This kind of table topic, but with I really didn't know the theme. I didn't know anything. These days are super hectic. And number one, this is a joint meeting, right? Two clubs coming together to help each other. Fantastic. I love that. And so it's like, yes, you said manifestation and cool. I just happen to have the sheet that I work with all of the questions. This is actually like right here. I said, okay, take out any other table topic idea. We are playing a game today. We're going to see if this is going to work. And thank you all for supporting me, for being so ready to jump in. I'm sorry Toastmaster Shrishti left because I wanted to say that we need more people to speak up about these situations, about these issues. We need more people to take courage and not be emotionally blackmailed into political correctness and avoiding the topic, because that's creating more and more problems, especially in Toastmasters as well. We have lots of clubs which are fantastic, and then there are some clubs that are so non-inclusive, actually, that the Toastmasters just slink away. They leave. Of course, we have all the excuses in the world to not stay in Toastmasters. We have family, we have health problems, we have so many good excuses to just say, no, I'm leaving. They never explain why they're leaving. And it's because they did not feel part of it, because they felt duped into joining, then didn't get barely any speaking opportunities, or so many other little things. So we want to be very extra careful. I love that these two clubs come together to lift each other up, to truly be the embodiment of what Toastmasters stands for. So thank you all for that so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Amber. Toastmaster Kumar, you have some feedback for us?
You're on mute.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. I came in very late, just after, in fact, I missed the table topics as well. So I got no much comments, except I have to say there's a beautiful smile on some of the members, like Depita and etc. made it a day for me. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you everybody for attending this meeting. It was worthwhile. Look forward to see you in our next meeting. I, as a president, declare this meeting to be closed. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. Good night.